Thank
treats. Yes, agree. Okay, now we're gonna talk about real collectibles at its finest. And this is when it comes down to, when we mentioned Adrienne would only agree to replicate her original pieces or designer pieces that she's collected through the years with only the finest, most prestige jewelry manufacturer. This is a perfect example of that. To be able to get the patina in a tricolor, the shaping of this beautiful fancy floral vine design in a tricolored suite, as perfectly I should say, as this new collection is, you will never ever see anything quite like it. It's gonna be an instant customer pick. Let me take you through your choices. First off, you have the 19-inch most magnificent floral and vine tricolor, pardon me, necklace.
You also have a very tough picture to see there. It's 3 colors.
It's all tricolors, $89.95, and it's available with 4 flex pays, so that would be $22.50 or 5 with your HSN charge card. The bracelet, look at that close up on Angie. It's 7.5 inches in length. That's a great shot there. It's $69.95, and that's also available with 4 monthly flex payments. And these absolutely stunning drop earrings, I can't believe they're $39.95. They have Omega backings, they're 4 pierced ears, and they're also available with 4 or 5 monthly flex payments. It's 090598. You must tell me the inspiration behind it. This collection is so absolutely magnificent, Adrienne.
Well, there's a very, very famous Italian jeweler, and I manufacture a lot of my makeup in Italy, as most of you out there know. This jeweler, I go past his atelier every time I'm in Milan.